Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I will not be crafting. However, I will give you an updated craft room tour of what I have changed in here since the last time I moved into the craft room and shared a craft room tour. So my husband was ever so kind and built me these amazing stamp shelves, as well as he put in some more lighting for me. So I am absolutely loving my space. I moved my table, and with moving the stamps over onto my stamp shelves, it freed up 4 of my drawers for something else. And so I am super excited. Here I am just organizing everything and putting everything in its place. This was on Canada Day. And then I will clean up my craft room completely. And then shortly after here, I will give you an update on how that it looks different and how it's functioning for me better now. We always have to move things around for a while and figure out how a space works best for us. Am I right? That goes for any room, I think. Now that I have cleaned my craft room, it was messy already, you guys, from the last time I had done a craft room tour when I moved down here. Everything was so nice and neatly organized then, and then of course you craft and it gets messy. I cannot craft clean. I don't know if you can. If you can, let me know what your organization skills are while you're crafting to keep clean. I would love to know. I usually have stuff all over the floor and all my stuff laid out that I'm working on. So today I just want to show you what I have changed in here. Now, if you have been here for a while, you'll remember that I had that long table sitting over here like this, and then between that long table and that long table, I sat in between there with my office chair, and I craft on that table, and I felt very claustrophobic that way. The office chair is not that small, and I felt like I had to move the office chair out every time I wanted to get at stuff, and it was, I don't know, it was complicated and it was not working for me. So I had the bright idea of moving that long table up against the wall, and then I wanted to have some shelving in the back there for my wooden stamps, and my husband was ever so kind and built me those shelves, and I absolutely love it. Very thankful for it. So now it looks a lot more roomier. It doesn't look so full and claustrophobic in here, I find anyway. So this shelf over here that my husband built for me, he actually built this for me, believe it or not, a long time ago. This was a plant stand for behind the sofa. And I didn't use it anymore because it didn't work with grandkids. So he turned that shelf into my stamp shelf, and he just kind of took certain things apart, and then he built me all the little shelves in between here. And it is so nice. This one on this side is built a little bit differently than that one. That one has, well, they both have 4, but they're spaced apart differently, just for my different sizes of stamps. And I love wooden stamps. I know they take up more room, but they are absolutely my favorite. And the ones that I couldn't fit on the shelves, which I thought they would all fit on there, but apparently I had more than I had thought. So the ones that didn't fit on here, I just have up on top here. It's a little bit dark shadow up there. You can't really see it too clearly, but they are all separated, and I have them, they're in different categories. I've got my vacation, I've got wedding, I've got baby, I've got camping and animal and food stamps, and then here I've got my special saying stamps, as well as Easter and spring. And then in this basket is my Christmas and winter. I don't use these as often, so the stamps that I use more often are the ones that I displayed up on the shelves here. And then at the bottom here I have a couple of baskets here that have my saying stamps on there. And then this basket over here holds my like I have some stamps that are not wooden, obviously not a lot though, really. And then I have my blocks over here for these stamps, as well as all my ink pads over here, and all the things, my caddy that holds all my pens and pencils and scissors and everything that I use all the time. Everything that I need on a regular basis for crafting, I have at my disposal in front of me, and I really love that. This basket holds all my trimmers and corner rounders and all the things, and my glue I have over here that I use on, like, every time I craft. This is what I use, so it's right in front of me. It will be so handy. Here I've got a few more stamps, and then I've got my pencil sharpener. Here is Marta's books that I ordered from her from Amazon. I got them right over here. And what else can I tell you? Okay, and he installed these lights for me. There's 2 long lights here. Now I'm going to turn them off so that you can see the difference that it makes. See how much darker that is? These lights are just absolutely amazing. And the light that is behind me or above me, it makes a shadow if I would craft here. But these lights over here, they take that shadow away completely. And I got these off of Amazon, so I will link them down below if I remember. And then up on the shelf, of course, I've got all my gardening books. I've got all my stamp books. And here I've got all my 12 by 12 containers where I put all my clippings in from magazines. And then I've got, these are the projects that I'm working on, the different journals I'm working on, and my glue books, and my heart prompt basket, and all that kind of stuff. And I have my Cricut is way in the corner there with all my Cricut stuff in that corner because I don't use it very often, so it's kind of hidden in the back there. And then these baskets over here to my right on this table, I keep out whatever project I'm working on. I put all my papers in here so that I know where they are when I am looking for them. And then up on top of the shelf there, I have the bigger 12 by 12 containers that hold all my scrapbooking supplies, I guess, / junk journal supplies. And they're all labeled into different categories, which is really nice. And then there I have just all my extras. Oh, this shouldn't be up here. This container here is full of my journals that I'm working on. I will show you a garden journal really soon. I'm still working on it. That one also has journal. There's some journals in there and journal supplies in there. And then I have my box of Happy Mail here and my scissors. The bottom shelf here just holds all kinds of different random things, my fabrics and all the things that I often need. And then I've got my sewing machine on this table that I just pull forward whenever I need it. And then in these containers is where I put all the everyday things that I collect that I put in my personal journal. And then, of course, I have another IKEA stand over here. This is just a tall, skinny one that holds all kinds of different things. Here I've got postcards, tags, birds, butterflies, travel. I have all kinds of different things that I've got put in here. This container down here holds my photos, family photos and such as that. That one down there holds all my magazines and books that I cut out of. I've got that drawer, bottom drawer is basically full. I got a bunch up here in the boxes as well. So that is what that dresser holds. It was a dresser. We cut the legs down to fit it underneath there. And then down there I have a basket that holds all my Daphne Diary magazines. And what else can I tell you that is new? Like I said, this is the area that is all new and different from the last time. Oh, I almost forgot to share this with you. So my husband, when I was videotaping over here, I was literally using a plant stand to put my camera on. Well, he built me this contraption here that I can pull out and put my phone or my camera on here for videotaping over here. I haven't used it yet because we just finished this over the weekend, over Canada Day. So I'm quite excited to try this new space out. And there I have another lamp. This one I also just recently got from Amazon. And this is supposed to act like a sun lamp. Apparently it works for depression too. So I'm going to definitely have that on and be using that down here as well. When the sun is shining, I have more light in here, definitely. And for those of you that are new here, just so you know that my craft studio is in the basement. That is why it is why I need all the extra lighting. And I have a decent sized basement window here. I have it open right now for fresh air. My garden is just outside over there. And yep, I still have George. He's still watching me when I craft. And I've got this beautiful painting here that I got from my sister-in-law painted that. And I wrote a Bible verse on there. And then there I have all my scrapbooking paper. I've got my box of painting supplies and just a whole bunch of random things, you know. There I've got down there is all my things that I collect when we travel. And there's all my coloring books. And here's more journals that I'm working on. And here's a lot of my vintage supplies over here. And then I've got my scrapbooking albums up there. And there's more vintage things there. Here's all my Ideals magazines. I have all lined up over here. I've got a bunch of them. I got them at a thrift store once, a whole box full. And if you want to see that video, I can link that down below too. I've got all my coloring stuff down over here, random items down there. More journals up over here. This is the journal that I have completed. I have it on display because I'm so proud of it, because this was my very first journal that I ever made. I'll link that video down below too if you want to see a flip through of this big fat journal. I cannot even close it, you guys. I cannot close it. It's too big. But I love it. So I have it on display over here. And here I've got just more scrapbooking items in there, more photos. And then I'll swing you around this way. Sorry, I dropped something that I need to pick up. And then this over here stayed basically the same as you would have seen in my first Craftroom Tour. I've got the vintage dresser over there where I have some stuff in as well. We put that wallpaper up. And I put some art up on the wall. I do have this vintage dresser for sale now. It comes with a mirror. Just because I feel like if I had a different dresser here, it would be more functional, but I would be very sorry to see it go because it's absolutely beautiful. It has very unique special handles and has a little lock, and see how the drawer curves. It's the way it's designed. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I've just got a lace on top of there with a lamp. And then I've got my daughter-in-law made me that GtaceCo.PaperStudio sign. And I painted the sign, but she crafted it all out for me. So I absolutely love that. And then I've got another painting up here that my sister-in-law painted. And then those up there I thrifted. The frames I thrifted, and I added the sayings and the paper in there. I created that, so absolutely love that. My daughter painted this one. She used to do a lot of painting before she was married. Now she doesn't have time, but yeah. And then whatever I need to share with you or I want to create a video out of that I thrifted, it comes up here. So this is still waiting here for a video to be made. I just pushed my office chair over there for now, so until I'm done my video here, and that, of course, that chair will come back to the desk over here. There is another storage room back there, so I just have a curtain in between there. So that is it. That is my update, and everything else, like I said, is looking pretty much the same as last time, and except for the table and of course and all the shelving and everything there. So I am really loving my new space, and as soon as I'm done making this video, I am going to be crafting here today. I'm going to be working in my garden journal. So, and like I was saying earlier, I freed up 4 drawers here where I had my stamps in before. Right now I have just put random things in here, but as soon as I figure out what I will be using these for, they will each get a label put on as well. So that is it. I've got a charger there for my phone and a plug-in for my laptop, and I am just really loving this space, and I just wanted to share it with you. And I'm so thankful for my husband for taking the time. And always, I have a thing in my head. I have an idea in my head of what I want to do, and then I tell him what my ideas are, and then he tries to always create that for me. And I'm very appreciative of you, hon. I hope you're listening to this video. So thank you very much for coming along, and I will see you soon in another video. Thanks for watching.